Hello, my name is Dave Cranage, North American Field Sales Engineer for Sage Software Group, and welcome to this video covering the make-to-stock strategy of Sage Distribution and Manufacturing Operations, or SDMO. In this video, we'll explore the make-to-stock strategy in SDMO. We'll create a sales order to generate demand, run MRP calculation, review the results, generate and process a purchase order, create and complete a work order, and track production details. Let's begin with an overview of the make-to-stock strategy within SDMO. Within SDMO, make-to-stock is a production and inventory management strategy and process where products are manufactured in advance and stocked based on demand forecasts, ensuring that they are readily available to fulfill customer orders as they come in. Here's a bit more insight into MTS. Production for inventory. In an MTS environment, manufacturers produce goods in anticipation of future customer demand. This means they create products without having specific customer orders in hand. Instead, they rely on historical sales data, market trends, and demand forecasts to determine how much to produce. Stocking inventory. Once the products are manufactured, they are placed into inventory, ready for immediate shipment when customer orders are received. This approach aims to have enough finished goods readily available to meet customer demand without significant lead times. Balancing supply and demand. The goal of MTS is to strike a balance between maintaining an adequate inventory level to meet customer needs and minimizing excess inventory carrying costs. Efficiency and consistency. MTS is often employed for products with relatively stable demand and predictable production processes. It allows for efficient production scheduling, reduced lead times, and consistent product availability. Customer satisfaction. MTS can improve customer satisfaction by ensuring that products are readily available when customers place orders, minimizing the risk of back orders or long wait times. The MTS approach is particularly suitable for businesses with relatively stable demand patterns and well-defined production processes. In SDMO, our first step in the process is to create a sales order. From the manufacturing dashboard on the SDMO homepage, let's go to the Sales Process widget and select Sales Order. From the list view, let's create a new sales order. In the new sales order header, let's enter our sales site and our sales sold to customer. Now, let's add a product line item for the 61 series chair. Let's enter item name, quantity, and let's tab through the rest of the line and save the transaction. Upon saving the transaction, the sales order is put into a quote status, enabling the user to provide the customer with up-to-date pricing and receive customer confirmation to move forward with the sales order. Let's print the sales order quote. For the benefit of our demo, let's assume that the customer is good with the pricing and confirms the sales order. The sales order status changes to confirmed, and the line item updates to pending. Let's return to the SDMO homepage for our next step in the process. Creating a sales order generates demand for the 61 series chair. Our next step is to utilize SDMO's Material Requirements Planning, or MRP, to determine what we need to purchase and produce to meet demand. To run MRP, we need to execute an MRP calculation request, which matches available materials with upcoming demand to find shortages and suggest ways to fulfill them. Let's navigate to Stock, Reordering, and select MRP calculation request. Let's enter a description and our site, then calculate. Then we'll navigate back to Stock, Reordering, and select MRP calculation results. Selecting our request, we see the resulting MRP purchasing and production suggestions. From the list of MRP suggestions, a planner can generate the necessary purchase or work orders required for manufacturing. MRP is an integral component of stock management. It determines what is needed, when it is needed, and how much is needed. By only ordering items when there is a requirement for them, it keeps stock levels and associated stock overhead costs to a minimum. Let's locate the furniture screws purchasing suggestion and generate a purchase order. The new purchase order panel will open with pre-filled suggestion line data. The planner can make changes if needed or proceed to create the PO. Locate the production suggestion for the 61 series chair and create a work order. This will open the new work order panel where you can proceed to create the work order. Now, let's return to the SDMO homepage for the next step in the process. From the manufacturing dashboard, go to the current month's purchase orders widget on the SDMO homepage and select See All to access the purchase order list view. Accessing the purchase order we created, we can modify any of the PO or line item details. SDMO also provides a PO approval process to help manage a company's procurement process. For our review, though, we're going to just confirm the purchase order. Now, let's print the purchase order. And let's create and confirm the PO receipt. To access the receipt we just created, let's click the icon Open Line panel. Select the Progress tab and check the receipt status. Since it's not received, we can use the hyperlink in the grid to navigate to the receipt. To receive the line item, we edit the stock details. Add a line, verify the put away details, save the changes, and then post to receive the item to inventory. Now, let's navigate to Manufacturing Work Order to locate the work order we created. The work order list view offers a unique feature that allows us to switch between table and calendar formats. This provides planners with a day, week, or month view of work orders based on the work order creation date. We can select our work order to view the details. The work order header displays the work order's status, planned or firm, allocation status, start and end dates, and indicates whether it utilizes a bill of materials and routing. Below on the screen, you'll find the necessary manufacturing operations, material components, and tracking details. As production tracking transactions are finished, they appear in the tracking details section and update the plan versus actual figures at the top right of the work order. Each 61 series chair is assigned a serial number, and there is an option to generate serial numbers for the work order at the bottom of the page. Let's generate serial numbers for our 10 chairs. Confirm, and view the numbers we generated. And click OK. Under the work order's More Actions, you can print the work order and the material issue pick list, or allocate stock to the work order. Let's print the work order and take a look. The work order provides production workers with instructions on what to make and how many, providing instructions, necessary materials, and required operations and steps to manufacture the item. Workers use it as a guide to start production and record tracking details. Let's continue along with our process and complete the necessary production tracking required for the work order. Production transactions can be completed individually for time, material, and finished goods production, or combined into a single production tracking transaction for a streamlined workflow. We'll utilize the streamlined workflow transaction to enter our time, material, and completed finished goods. To enter our transactions, we can go to Manufacturing, Production Tracking. We'll enter our work order number in the From and To fields. And search. The search results show our work order, its status, quantity details, stock detail status, and checkboxes for 3 different transaction types: production completed, backflush material, and backflush time. Let's check the 3 boxes and let's enter in our actual quantity. Now, since SDMO is showing a stock details status of required, let's go to the line items More Actions and select Stock Details. Let's add a new stock line, select the location to receive the stock, select the proper stock status, and notice that we also need to assign our stock the generated serial numbers. Let's add a line, select our starting serial number, define the number of chairs, and the 2 serial numbers fill in automatically. Let's hit OK. Last but not least, we'll hit Save on our production tracking transaction. Let's return to our work order. Here we can see that the status is completed, our operations show completed, our materials show completed, and the planned versus actual has been updated with the latest transaction data. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos exploring additional capabilities of Sage distribution and manufacturing operations.